Well, congrats to the Los Angeles Lakers, the 2020 NBA champions. And, to be honest, I could have made this video after game one of the finals between the Lakers and the Heat. The Heat, they're a great team. They even made us think for, just a second that they could beat the Lakers, but in the end, there was no way the Lakers weren't going to win this. As I said in my preview and prediction video for this series, the Lakers have the two best players going in the series. That gives them the edge, and history shows the team with the best players usually prevails in the end. And then when you have Miami's starting point guard and Goran Dragic going out with a foot injury, starting center Bam Adebayo playing with one good shoulder, what was already a steep mountain to climb for Miami just became Mount Everest. Guys, I've got a lot of thoughts on this series. I'm going to break it all down. So with that, let's get into it. Thanks for clicking on today's video, everybody. My name is Troy. This is the Half Court Report YouTube channel. So many thoughts about this Miami Lakers series in today's video. If it's your first time here, just know I post a few times a week on anything and everything NBA related. Be sure you check out some of my other videos on this channel. If you like what you see, click that subscribe button. Or, hey, if you want to, just click that subscribe button right now. You're not going to get any complaints from me. This channel has been around a little over 6 months. We are up to over 7,000 subscribers so far. I'm trying to get to 10K by the end of the year. So drop a like on this video while you're at it. Only takes a second and really helps in growing the channel. The best analogy I can come up with for this series between the Heat and the Lakers is that the Heat, they brought a spoon to a knife fight. They were outmatched from the jump. The talent of the Lakers, coupled with the injuries from Miami's side, there was just too much to overcome. Yeah, Jimmy Butler is a great player. After this series, most would say he's top 15 in the league. I know I would. But he isn't the type of star who can score 30 points every night and take over a game like somebody such as LeBron or Anthony Davis. Jimmy Butler has to have other guys around him also producing at a high level in order for him to be the best version of himself. Then you have Anthony Davis, who frankly was just on another level during this series. With Bam not 100%, there was no way guys like Kelly Olynyk or Myers Leonard could hang with AD. He made them look like high schoolers out there. So can we just stop trying to anoint everybody else as a unicorn, and can we all just agree that it's been Anthony Davis all along? And add to all this the things that can tilt a game, maybe move the needle in the favor of a lesser team, simply wasn't there because of the bubble. There was no pressure from opposing Miami Heat fans on the Lakers, nobody in the Miami crowd to get the Heat going. There was no cross-country travel from LA to Miami. There was no jet lag. There was no getting used to shooting in an unfamiliar arena because guys had been shooting in that gym for months. All those factors were taken away. So then when you have the two teams that are on an even playing field as far as those other variables, the talent is what's going to make the difference. And as I mentioned, the Lakers just had way too much talent. There's going to be lots of you out there, mainly non-Laker fans, who say this championship should have an asterisk beside it. You'll say there were too many unknowns that in a regular year wouldn't have made this Laker championship possible. Here's what I'll say to that. And I'm not a Laker fan. This is a completely non-biased opinion. You know what else has an asterisk beside it? Life. Life has an asterisk beside it. Think back to all those things in your life that could have gone one way, but some unforeseen event caused it to go another way. Think of it like this. Just because something happened the way it quote-unquote wasn't supposed to happen doesn't mean it's any less meaningful. It's the same way with sports. This championship is as valid as any other. End of discussion. So where does Miami go from here? Next year, they're going to be back at full strength. They're going to have about $50 to $60 million in expiring contracts. So you got to think guys like Goran Dragic, Jay Crowder will be re-signed. Maybe add in Derrick Jones Jr. and if he wants to come back, Udonis Haslem. The Heat might even terminate Duncan Robinson's and Kendrick Nunn's team options with the understanding they'll be re-signed on longer-term deals. Otherwise, I expect the Heat to run it back next year, make some smaller free agent signings in the offseason, and not tie up their cap space for the summer of 2021 when Giannis Antetokounmpo becomes available, because that's the big fish they're after. And they're in a better position to get him or any other big name than they were just a few months ago. Because, what player wouldn't want to play for this group? In the meantime, they'll do what they can to get back to the finals next year, but it's going to be tough. Boston will be strong again. Philly with Doc Rivers is going to look a lot different. They're always a good team. Toronto's a problem. The Nets will have KD and Kyrie. The Milwaukee Bucks with the man himself, Giannis, the two-time MVP, they have unfinished business. It's not going to be easy. As for the Lakers, I say if it isn't broken, why try to fix it? Anthony Davis will likely decline his player option for an even longer and more lucrative contract with the Lakers this offseason. Past that, their biggest free agent question marks will be Dwight Howard and Rajon Rondo. I expect the Lakers to be making another run for the finals next year, but you're also going to have Golden State at full strength, and what seems like a league that just keeps getting stronger and stronger every year. LeBron is still signed for the next 2 seasons, so as long as you have him, there's always a chance. Guys, it's been an unreal NBA season. It has been an NBA season like no other, from Zion and Ja Morant to so many players switching teams to the tragic death of Kobe Bryant. So many things we're never going to forget. Oh yeah, and there was also a frickin' pandemic that delayed the NBA season for over 4 months. We didn't know if this championship would even happen or not. We didn't even know if the season would continue, but it did. I'm so glad that it did. Hopefully, things are closer to normal by the time the next NBA season rolls around. So guys, this season is over, but I am not going anywhere. I'll keep giving you new videos a few times a week. We've got the draft coming up, free agency, trades, new NBA rumors coming out seemingly on a daily basis. There is never a shortage of things to talk about. Thanks for watching today. Be sure and like this video to help grow the channel. Subscribe and leave me a comment with your favorite moment from this NBA season. This is Troy with the Half Court Report, and I'll see you next time.